Hello and welcome back to Prince of Persia 2, The Shadow and the Flame. I am Simulacrum. And here we are, where the horse took us last time into the palace of the Eagle Warriors. You can already see that this place is a bit different, background wise, and we have this very nice ambient theme playing. Except now when stuff gets really intense, you get back into the fighting. I don't know if I like these guys more than the zombie heads, which we fought in the past. These guys are pretty easy from most of the time, but sometimes they get mighty frustrating, as you can see right there. They sometimes hit you pretty hard. These eagle warriors, whatever they are, wearing those funny little masks, or perhaps they are hats, some kind of headpieces. But yeah, there you also saw one of the traps which we have in this level, which are those revolving doors, or actually revolving floors, which are pretty dangerous. You don't see them at all unless you jump around and see them revolve. Alright, so moving on. Immediately here we have to be doing some jumping. Luckily I have been improving with my platforming skills right here. Otherwise the following levels would be pretty frustrating all in all. But what you have to be concentrating on mostly here is the fighting segments. Because more than in any other level or sequence of levels, fighting's gonna be taking a central stage. A really big one at that. It's gonna be a lot of fighting, mostly wave style, like here. With the enemies coming in waves, but also in a different manner, where the enemies will come simultaneously to the screen, and you have to watch out for a few things when that happens. But otherwise not too bad, as long as you are careful. If you try to do everything fast, that's usually the biggest culprit if you die on this level. You're being too anxious. This guy, if you're wondering, he's just really glitchy. He doesn't like fighting back, so he's just like, whatever man, I ain't gonna fight back. You're too powerful. Come on, get back. This guy is pretty easy to kill. Just force his way backward until he hits the blade, and you got him. This next place you can actually go down in a few ways. Either just fall down in the normal sense, just run down, or then you hang down, and when you hang down, you have to make sure that the prince is hanging to the left when you fall down, because it does matter. Otherwise he'll slip, and yeah, you can already know what will happen there. He will make his way down into the spikes. I don't even know how that happens, but yeah, that's what happens. He will die horribly. Alright, one more guy. There's 3 dudes all in all here. And usually the most optimal way of fighting these guys is just getting in really close. That's always the best idea. Now let's jump over this pressure plate and run. We want to run all the way between the statue and the candles here. And if you do that kind of slow walk towards the spikes, you don't die horribly on them, so that's something to consider always. Then we get our precious life extension. Now we have 10 hit points all in all. One frustrating thing here is that you have to watch out for this thing. If you just run over here into this room and let the tile fall, it will break your life extension and your heart, because you have to do it all over again, or just continue with less life than would be optimal. But yeah, it's actually quite a long detour all in all, taking the left route. You can see we have already wasted, or I wouldn't say wasted, but we have already spent 4 minutes, now 5 minutes of game time. So you really don't want to be letting the life extension go and then just have wasted all that time. This guy is very frustrating. He's actually quite a good fencer. He's very fast at counter-attacking, where he strikes pretty fast. So it's a bit more difficult than some of your opponents. Some of them are harder, but you always don't know because they have the same texturing and sprite work. As you can see, now we are here. This is the place where we would have ended up if we had just skipped the life extension. Come on. I know you want it. I know you want to taste the blade. Okay, that's pretty simple. I'm liking that. That's awesome. And this, you would think that it's some kind of door. No. They didn't implement that kind of things into the game. It would have been awesome. But yeah, it's no secret. Okay. Luckily he can't pursue us. We just ignore him and make our way all the way to the right. These are a few chambers here with nothing. And then yet another fighting area. Alright, come on. Come on, Eagle Man. Show me your stuff. You don't have any. Okay, with that, get some more life. This level is pretty mean in one way. There are no checkpoints. No checkpoints whatsoever. So you have to get pretty used to the level itself. And sometimes you have to do a lot of loading. Because in the beginning, when I had no idea, well, I died plenty. And what's considering that potion right there, I don't even know how you can get it. But I do know that the floor, or the ceiling here, is a bit strange. So I guess you have to make your way somehow up if you want to get it. Okay, come on, Eagle Man. I'll show you some good moves here. This actually is pretty dangerous, this place. What you want to do here is actually back off from time to time. Because if you get in the middle of these two dudes, there's zero opportunity for you to survive in any sense. Because the prince can't fight on multiple fronts. Come on. Oh yeah, that should be enough. I'll just be really careful here. This might look pretty woozy, but I don't care. You don't want to die this close to the exit of the level, especially because there are no checkpoints. And we only wasted a few more minutes doing that. Oh no, we have still something around 32 minutes remaining. Oh no, and the gate is closed. But what we have to do here is make our way up here, and if we hit the ceiling 3 times, tile falls down and we have an exit. I don't know, there's another way as well if you go to the left earlier, but you have to bypass quite a few places, so I have no idea why you wouldn't want to do that. It's just easier to go the upper path and release the tile. Oh yeah, the tree is still withering and the princess is still dying. I wonder what will happen. 33 minutes, that's just half an hour in game time. But yeah, here we are in the second level of the palace. And yeah, we're gonna be dealing with that in the next episode. So see you guys later.